Hey, I'm back. Sending ravens, looking at Canada in the scary flu situation. The flu that shall not be named on this channel. Okay, if you're just joining us, welcome. We've been looking at various different countries. We've looked at the UK, Ireland, China, US, and now we're looking at Canada. And then we're going to look at Australia and Italy next. So we're just doing these little short clips. We kind of abruptly end them, so this is not my usual thing I do, but I want to be helpful in these times that are scary for everybody. And that's really, I want to reiterate that I am not a scientist. I am not a health practitioner of any kind. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to give any kind of that kind of information. That's not what I do. I'm a tarot card reader. So I'm looking at what does the universe want to tell you about this? What do you need to know? Now, Canada. So we've got this, the Lovers card, the Lovers. So that's interesting. The Lovers, balanced. They're keeping balanced. They're trying to keep even keel, balanced, and not get too carried away. Very Canadian. That card, I mean, if it's not talking about a relationship, it's more about balance. And certainly in the past, they come from sort of, that kind of energy where they're not necessarily this or that. They're kind of just trying to go down the middle. They're sort of down the middle. They're the middle road, sort of energetically and certainly politically, I'd say. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. So feeling like we don't have enough. We don't have enough. Well, there's a lot of people feeling like that. Like all the stores are empty and people keep running out for more, and it's like there's hoarding going on here for sure. And here's the virus itself, definitely in action and just getting started and sweeping across the country for sure. And we feel under ready, right? But we've taken huge measures already here in Alberta, but a lot of other provinces maybe feel like they're not ready and they don't have enough in place. There's some really remote places in Canada and Indigenous communities that are very much going to be under ready, okay? Like in the US, there are remote, Indigenous communities as well in the US, but in Canada as well, and northern communities and communities that are really not represented by health practitioners and certainly don't have enough, going forward. If their community gets hit hard, they'll be in big trouble. So that feels like that. And now we have the night. Yeah, so the thing itself that we're asking about that shall not be named is sweeping quickly. We've got this two of, we're watching from afar, but it's probably more on our doorstep than we know. That's what that feels like. We are thinking we still got time, but I'm thinking it's coming fast. Coming fast. I'm thinking our very big, it gets really, really big here. In between now and May, it's going to be it'll take till May, it looks like, to really see the crescendo. But it could really be rocking by May here. Yeah. And we're we're in March, late March. Well, no, we're more mid-March. Yeah, we're mid-March. So May, wow, that's a ways, hey? Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles here. I feel like we have more resources than we realize, and some communities might be without and others have abundance. So what we're going to need to do is share what we have with other smaller communities that are further out and less connected, because Canada is a very huge spread out place. I feel like in the concentrated areas, we actually have an abundance of things. So we need to make sure some of those communities are getting what they need. We need to fly things in the little helicopters and choppers, and because it feels like some people might feel like without and others have too much. It's a rich country. Canada's really, we do well here. We're, I know not everybody is and not everybody feels that way, but overall, for the most part, it's a comfortable place to live. But, you know, there's some very far out communities, and in particular, Indigenous persons communities, and I'm part Indigenous, so I feel like I can talk about that. They're very under represented, you better believe it. And they're like third world countries within Canada. It's horrifying, and I've lived on them, reserves. I've lived on them, 2 of them. Yeah, so I know firsthand. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups here. We've got that Knight, so the Queen. So things get a little, like I feel like by May, things have really calmed down. And like I said, and we keep getting this, the virus itself has a weakness. And once they discover the weakness, I feel like it'll really disappear fast. It comes fast, it goes fast. And figure out how to sort of utilize that weakness it has. And here we've got this Hermit, but it'll go dormant. I feel like the weakness, it'll like go dormant for 9 or 10 years and then sneak back up on us, and we'll see it again. But by then, let's hope we're ready for it, right? Yeah, it's going to come fast. Everything sort of settled down in Canada by May. Comes and goes just as quickly. All of a sudden, it's not such an issue. We find its weakness. We chill it out, but it'll sneak back up on us stronger, wiser. But hopefully we're stronger and wiser and have figured out how to combat it by then. We got about 9 years. Huh. Here's my little list of, don't look at that too close. I probably spelt everything wrong. Just like I say words wrong. I hope you forgive me. Wow. Okay, Canada. We can do this. We can do this. This is not gonna get us. We're strong and powerful. Okay, we're gonna be on to Australia next.